$2,500 is the base price.
And how about the Eco Pup?
We don't have a price for that yet, but it depends on size. We can go smaller, and we can also collect more water for areas that are in high drought. So we can always have backup, more barrels. So maybe half the price for an Eco Pup. Yes.
So are you saying then that you are positioned where you can scale, say for example, where you could apply this to a whole entire, maybe like school?
What do you mean a school?
Or any facility, a school, a building, a facility, that you can scale this to size for those types of projects?
So right now the design is the 55-gallon barrel with backups as that. I mean, do we have a larger containment? If we were going to go for, I don't know, a zoo or something, do we have a larger structure than that, the 4x4? No. But we can, and what we can do is we connect them all. So the front looks like one big panel because we put a proposal in for the Virginia Zoo. And then, so in behind there's 55-gallon barrels. All the water is running and circulating all through. So it looks like one big planter against the facade. And the front is all solid, but there's multiple barrels, and you have 55 times however many you want. So yes, you can add on. So we can scale it that way. Yes, we can
be adjusted to the size and scale of the project.
to the demand. Absolutely. Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Yes.
Two-stage question. Who are your target clients?
Animal lovers.
Well, at the animal level, the person is going to pay $2,000.
So places where foot traffic, I think I left that somehow, that slide. Maybe it was on there, but so anybody with any area like Ghent, Richmond, the Fan, where there's a lot of foot traffic, Alexandria, and in that instance, we're getting businesses to go in together. So 4 or 5 businesses are chipping in the money. They all get their name on the sign, and then you got this block covered. It was a huge, kind of what prompted some of this ideas, Alexandria. I was telling you earlier, people wouldn't even go into businesses if they didn't have a dog. They have canine guzzlers, which is like what Town Bank has, the all-metal piece. And people wouldn't even frequent unless they were supporting animals all the way through. So many people in Alexandria, their animals are with them all the time. It's a destination, they bring them, they're looking on their phone, where is an animal-friendly place for me to go? So dog parks, trails, places that aren't hooked up to city water. It's cheaper to buy from Ecodog than to hook up to city water. And I forgot what else I was going to say.
Basically, it creates foot traffic for dog lovers. I mean, people might change even their path, walking path, if there is a watering station in their way, so they don't have to carry a bottle of
The
water.
whole point we discussed about
Yeah.
that was a software.
Did I get it or not? Did I catch it? Did I bunt it? Or
Bottom line is, when
did
you're
I swing
presenting,
through?
here's what I'm suggesting. Presenting, you need to identify, okay, the dog lovers benefit from Ecodog. The group that's going to buy Ecodog, what is the benefit to them? Now, I can see you've already answered that. Businesses, you can attract businesses, but also for like the cities, they don't have to hook up, plumbing and all this other stuff.
And get approval.
So I'm just suggesting, as a business, if you're presenting to
Right.
a group to buy your product, you gotta say, what's in it for them? What's the story? And so that's you covered that, but.
Segue, so Little Dog Diner said that customers, that's their destination. Just heard the other day, I was near Starbucks at the other end of Collie, and this guy was talking to his dog, and he said, come on buddy, we're only a couple blocks to Ecodog. And I'm like, what? And he's like, then I started walking, I'm like, well, so what about Ecodog? He's like, oh yeah, we go down there, we get our water, and then we come back, and he said, if I don't get that, I go around and catch Cafe Stella. So those are the 2 that we have, one on Collie Avenue, one on Colonial, and that made me feel great. And another story, I was getting massage, and I don't know how I know, it's weird, but anyway, it's weird that he brought that up. But anyway, the masseuse said something about flooding because it was pouring down rain. I was like, oh, Norfolk floods, and she's like, yeah, I was there at Colonial one time, and we were at Cafe Stella. I said, oh yeah, would you notice anything about Cafe Stella? She said, oh, the place is great. they have this thing. She just like, I did not prompt her. She's like, oh, they have this planter, rainwater. I said, what do you think about that? She's like, I thought the person who made it. So, I mean, just like, I didn't even prompt her. And so people who do notice it, notice how cool that it's solar, it's green, it's sustainable. But people who don't notice, they just put their foot on the pedal and get water, and they don't really care. And that's okay too. I mean, part of it is that you don't know that it kind of blends in, it's organic, and it blends in with the sprinkler rightish, if you will. I'm not comparing myself to him, but anyway. Yes?
What are your costs to make one?
30% of the 2005. Can it get better? Absolutely. We're in the process of hopefully starting to make more all at one time, building all at one time, and buying more supplies. So.
You just want somebody getting water, so is it not just in a bowl, but did I see a
So it's
spout?
the fountain feature.
Yeah.
So it goes from the gutter into the planter, which is a natural biofiltration, filters the activated carbon, large media to small media. And then inside the barrel is a solar powered pump, which pushes it back up as the fountain feature. And then it
So
comes.
I could put some, would I drink the water, or is it just really?
Well, right now we're only for pets. The goal is to make it for human consumption. So we have a human element on the top and a pet at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yes.
You,
I think the main thing for us is the custom part of it. So if we were to if we were gonna do one for DMARS, if they had lots of pets going through there, just for example, we might do the outer surround of all antique license plates. If we worked with some military dogs and did something maybe at Waterside and the military dogs, we might do on all of their name tag, dog tags, and with these soldiers and in commemoration with the soldiers and the dogs, or each one can be like, with the Starbucks, they wanted something a little more progressive with the aluminum and the plexi and the lasered etching. So, yes.
You'd mentioned maintenance on one of your slides. What kind of maintenance do they require?
So we offer maintenance plans, and so we have, part of this is like us figuring out, we've had one for 2 years, what's worn out, what's the issue, what are the issues, and so far after 2 years, we've had to replace a pump. There are a couple things that we want the customers to do, just, look at it every day, is it working, and, but the pump, and maybe a plant, if they're the perennials and hopefully native to, they are native to the area and hopefully don't die, but all of them have come back. I've had to replace maybe two plants and both of them, 2 or 3. So things like that, and just like bending down, putting your foot on the pedal, rinsing out the bowl, that hopefully people who own one will do. So the pump so far, yes, Rand.
So you prove the concept here in Norfolk. Do you see yourself scaling national? Let's say I have a national architectural firm and I do things where I might need 1,000 of them a month. Do you see yourself scaling to something larger?
I do. It's all kind of formed organically, and we're shipping the one now and without having ever shipped, and I think it's a good learning curve, quick learning curve. I do, but the trick is going to be to keep that that handmade kind of custom look. But that's what the 3 designs I hope will come in. Here's our 3 designs. What color bowl tiles do you want, or do you not want tiles? Do you want stone? Do you want slate? What are the plants that are indigenous to your area? What colors do you want? If you want signage, some minor things that we just pull from our, so we just have our warehouse and we pull, you want that shipped, we put a couple different things on it and ship it out. Yeah, I'd love to be turnaround time. quick turnaround time, I don't want. Yes.
Is there anything like this on the market? Who are your competitors?
That's a good question. When I consulted about patenting, we did a little search, but haven't seen anything. I've had people from Oregon and Seattle and Richmond and DC. When are you coming there? When are you coming there? I mean, people love it, especially like West Coast and Portland, Maine, and they love it. I mean, it's right along with their forward thinking and green-mindedness.
So,
Yeah.
so I might have missed it. How long does it take you to make one of these? And then how many people, a couple ones?
Okay, yeah, gotcha. I'm a couple question person, yeah.
And then the last
I
question
remember.
is, you said you replaced the plants? Is that what?
For the winter?
No, yeah, you just
Because
replaced
they
the
froze?
plants through the light, part of the maintenance plan?
Well, she was just asking what needed to replace. The maintenance plan is something totally separate.
Okay.
The first year is covered with Ecodog, everything, and after that you can purchase a maintenance plan. I mean, you can purchase for the first year, and I loved it. But no, so after the first year, you can buy a maintenance plan, or you can do it yourself.
But it's not the responsibility of the customer to take care of the plants?
The customer, well, I was saying I had to replace them. I was answering as far as, yes, that would be great if they do. They should.
Right.
That's gonna be in what they should do. But after the first year, I will cover it. We'll send you a new plan if you're somewhere else to put in, I guess, or I don't know how we'll do that yet. We're just shipping the first time to Charlotte, sorry.
I would say, no, they
Okay.
buy, they get the first set of plants, they take care of the plants.
Okay.
They replace their plants.
All right.
Okay.
I'm saying for the, good, definitely. The first, because these are community projects, we've been, taking care of them. And the first question?
And how many people, and how long does it take you to make one?
To make one. 1 day to build, but not even a day. We could build a couple in a day. Or do you want to jump in?
Yeah, but the custom design is the issue.
Is-
Everybody's gonna have different design. The inside workings, when you have the parts and everything is set up, it's easy. It's in a day, everything can be built. But the custom design, for example, the Starbucks has this laser etched and plexiglass. So the research takes about a month actually. Here and there, we have been working with them in changing the design.
Part of what I love about the changing design is I'm an artist. I went to VCU. I teach drawing, painting, photography. I love that. So like with the plexi one now, I'm learning all about plexi and laser. And I'm not as quick on the laser as but the other two. Every time I laser, I'll get quicker. And just learning. I'm open to like working with the customer for new designs that we haven't done before. So that's exciting. Looking at one cutting old tires. So that part I like. But would that take me away from the standard building? Yes. So would I like to hire people to do that, and then I get to go wherever, Seattle, and talk to them about one, or yeah, I'd love to be able to do the custom ones.
So how much do you need to pull this off, to start to really go for the full?
Honestly, I'm going to be completely honest. I haven't even thought about it because everything I've done has been organic. I've done it by myself, and I was lucky enough to meet Murat. I had an artist friend, he and I started this, and he just didn't see, I don't know why, he's not part of it
If
anymore.
you're pitching the business, people, you need to know the numbers.
Okay.
You have to know your numbers.
Okay.
And one thing I want to add, I don't know if you mentioned it, but Nicole is an artist, abstract artist. So the ideas that she come up with is what makes it special. I mean, you can get a metal-looking, faucet anywhere else, but this also puts the aspect of the art and the nature and the different designs that she comes up with makes it special. That's why the price is a little higher, but that's where the time is too. Putting in a rain barrel is going to take like an hour to do if you have the parts. But making it look pretty and then it's a part of your business and decoration, that's a whole nother story. So that's where the key is.
Try to do form follows function design and work. Each location is so different with like leveling of ground and space, and it's a lot of variables. Every variable for like cities are different, like the rainfall and temperatures, and so all that's like that's where we're at. I'm learning. I'm not as good as say an engineer, but I will definitely get those numbers.
I've got a practical question. Since you're pushing north into more northern climates, how do you winterize this thing?
Well,
You shut
We're
it
doing that
down.
now.
yeah, there's going to be a heater inside and there's going to be insulation around it. Now the first one that we are building, we are going to put the insulation, but not the heater. And then we are going to see how it works with the temperature, and then we can calculate what kind of heater we are going to put it there.
The heater then would require some sort of electrical hookup of some sort.
Correct. Everything is solar. So it's going to cost another extra solar panel. Maybe it will increase the price a little, maybe $200-300. So it's not too
That's
bad.
going to be an interesting challenge. I really do. DC isn't up, and you start pushing up any higher,
Well, think about
it's
how
going to
More insulation. More insulation is the key.
You lived in northern climate? Yeah.
we just started up, so all this stuff's coming up, and we're solving.
No, it's a
things
good
come up.
problem to
No,
have.
it's come up for sure.
There's plenty of people in the south.
Yes.
And this would obviously be as you expand more, but one sales channel that I haven't ever mentioned is like amusement parks. Because people bring service dogs, and it's not a big enough issue that they have like water, but
Right.
like Disney World, there's a lot of service dogs
Is there?
in the park in every
Okay.
day. So
Right.
there's someone who would pay to, even more than what you're pricing to put that in as a
Yeah.
convenience.
Definitely,
So
thank you.
maybe someone, you might go to like MVP at like Busch Gardens.
Wait for your
great, appreciate it.
Yeah, get patented first.
Yeah, I think you should get some of these, like the advertisers to pay for like City of Virginia Beach. You sell the advertisement and they put at the trash board or whatever.
We,
That way the city's not paying for it, because they're not gonna budget for it, but if Petco or somebody paid for it, and they donated it, and they left their name out there, it's cheap advertising.
yeah, that's kind of my pitch for these other companies, but, and that's what we're trying to do.
I don't think it's patentable either. I don't think you have a patent.
You don't think the dog part's the patentable part? You don't think that dog part's the patentable part? And nothing else is, but you don't think that dog part is?
No,
Okay.
I would stay away from maintenance too. Do not do any maintenance. You'll never make any money.
Exactly.
On a maintenance plan, no?
Hell no. We're gonna send somebody to Seattle to replace a pump.
Yeah, no.
You can give them like 1 year, like,
Well, it's not that we were gonna send, we were gonna find someone, if we were to do that, find someone in Seattle, we could do that.
It's a $1,200 product or $2,000 product here.
Yeah.
I don't think it's too expensive. And look, most people, once they buy the building maintenance here, they take care of everything else here. Why are you worried about that?
Okay,
I think you're gonna hurt yourself in the long run.
okay.
Hopefully unless it was a large.
Well, we talked about YouTube videos, yeah. We talked about putting the YouTube videos on the
Some part
screen.
of the place is long.
Sell parts? Okay. Great.
They're not gonna know.
How are you financing? How are you financing your cash flow?
Well,
Sales.
deposits with sales. We get 50% deposit up front.
Oh, 50% deposit up front?
Yes.
Oh, okay, well, that's good if you can get it. That's-
So far it works, but you know, it's a slow growing process. If we got an order for 2,000 of them, then we'll probably think about, you know, getting the material cost, and we had to
Yeah,
hire
well,
people.
Are you gonna sell stock in the company or just try to finance it at the bank?
We have building, I hadn't thought about any of that, and that's why I want to come
Well,
present, and
It
but,
might be a good idea to start thinking about.
and we're gonna meet with someone tomorrow, a little bit about that, and, just working out all the physical parts of it, we want it to like be as working as efficiently as we can. But yes, that is, all those are things that,
If you go to a bank, are you gonna have to have a business plan?
yes.
Right.
That's why we'll meet the rent tomorrow.
What?
Our final question.
I think we did it, the questions and the ideas, that's, yeah, what can I expect, yeah. I thank you so much, appreciate all the questions, I love it.